Excited to learn something new? It's time for... Here are our class objectives. 1. Determine the writer's purpose or intention. 2. Demonstrate wide understanding of various texts, including its features. Lastly, use different writing techniques and elements in your own composition. Let's read this text. Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people infected with the COVID-19 virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. Older people and those with underlying medical problems like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, and cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. The best way to prevent and slow down transmission is be well informed about the COVID-19, the disease it causes, and how it spreads. Protect yourself and others from infection by washing your hands or using an alcohol-based scrub frequently and not touching your face. The COVID-19 virus spreads primarily through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes, so it's important that you also practice respiratory etiquette, for example, by coughing into a flexed elbow. At this time, there are no specific vaccines or treatments for COVID-19. However, there are many ongoing clinical trials evaluating potential treatments. World Health Organization or WHO will continue to provide updated information as soon as clinical findings become available. What is the text about? The text is all about the coronavirus disease. It discusses the origin, symptoms, and mode of transmission. What is the writer's purpose or intention in writing the text? The writer intends to inform and explain to the readers the coronavirus. First, to inform. Mostly presents information or explains, like in a textbook or news story. Second is to persuade. Mostly argues a point or tries to convince, like in an editorial or advertisement. And lastly, to entertain. Mostly provides entertainment, like in a poem or funny essay. Let's have some examples. Read the given text and determine the author's purpose in writing such. Text number 1. The author's primary purpose is to A. Evaluate Oriental cooking, B. Persuade you to eat low cholesterol foods, C. Describe tofu, or D. To compare tofu with meat. And the answer is C. Describe tofu. Text number 2. The author's purpose is to A. Inform you about the purposes of strip mining, B. Describe a strip mining operation, C. Persuade you that strip mining is bad for the environment, or D. Define terracide. The answer is B. Describe a strip mining operation. Text number 3. The author's purpose is to A. Convince the reader to call the writer, B. Describe the writer objectively, C. Criticize the reader with some interesting facts, D. Entertain the reader with some interesting facts. The answer is A. Convince the reader to call the writer. Now that you have your purpose in writing, let us discuss some techniques to improve your writing and achieve that purpose. An informative text aims to provide information to the readers, while an expository text aims to explain a subject matter. The content of an informative writing should be verifiable, factual, and explanatory in nature. Examples are recipes, instruction booklets, and academic books. Here are the things that you have to remember when writing an informative text. 1. Get to know your topic or the concept very well. Consider your readers. Write the main idea. Search for and verify the supporting information. Organize the supporting information in logical order. Be concise. Generally, your informative essay might inform readers about some problem they are not aware. Explain its importance. Present the latest research on a topic. Compare viewpoints on controversial subjects. Analyze a cause-effect relationship. Please read this example. What makes it an informative text? It informs the readers what distance learning is. It explains the different learning modes. The target readers, which are the students and parents, will understand what distance learning is and they will be able to choose the learning mode fit for them. This type of writing is intended to persuade or convince the readers to believe in or do something. It encourages the writer to be creative and challenges him or her to integrate the different kinds of appeal in his or her paper. Examples are campaign speeches or advertisements. When writing a persuasive text, take note of this. Be clear about your view. Consider your readers. Use different kinds of appeals and devices. Provide convincing evidence. Write a strong concluding paragraph that will convince your readers or make them change their view about the topic. Here are the persuasive devices that you can use. 1. Facts or data. 2. Anecdote. 3. Rebuttal. And 4. Rhetorical question. Please read our example. Let's check if the text can persuade the readers. The first paragraph already made it clear what the author's side of the topic. He believes that people should exercise. He cited reasons why people should exercise along with supporting details. He mentioned all the possible positive effects of exercising. A type of writing in which points of view about a particular topic are presented and the writer aims to establish his position and persuade the reader to side with him or her. Which of the thesis statements is considered debatable? It is the second statement, for it can generate varied opinions and needs to be further supported by valid and logical data, while the first one is a general idea and all studies agree that poverty is a factor that hinders a child in finishing school. Please read our example. Our thesis statement, students should never drop out of high school because they will be far more likely to spend their lives periodically unemployed on government assistance or cycling in and out of the prison system. It is considered debatable, for it will stir differing opinions from the readers. In the body, the writer cited the reasons on why students should never drop out of high school. One is they are far more likely to struggle keeping a good job. And another one, even if they get a job, others that are more educated are more likely to be promoted faster, and because they are more qualified. In the conclusion part, the writer restated his thesis statement with "do not be part of the 7,000, refuse to quit." And a suggestion wherein he said, when school gets tough, seek the help needed in order to graduate on time and help make the future brighter. I hope that you can apply these techniques in your writing. Thank you for watching. Let's see each other again here in